Lafayette. I'm Philip Neimark, the founder of the IFA Foundation International, and I'd like to welcome you to the next iteration of the weekly ifascope. I think it's kind of interesting, actually, after almost 40 years of doing this for people, how it continues to fascinate me, as well as hopefully some of you who are tuning in to find out what it means to you. But I think the reason that it means something to me, that every week I look at it, I examine it and try to understand what to do with it and about it. It's because I do just that. I see the various permutations. I see what could happen. I see where we might go, and I see also why we aren't going there, and how we have to kind of shift our balance, shift our priorities to have more of an understanding of what the weekly ifascope is. I mean, it's that, it really is that simple, but it's also complex enough that in 40-some years I still am learning. And you could be learning for the next 40-some years as well. So that's kind of how it works. This week, the reading was Irosu no Osa. Irosu is a sign where Orunmila is telling us you have to take your time and consideration to make sure that everything that you're doing is correct. I call it the seamstress's Odu. Measure twice, cut once. That's all. If you're very careful before you act, you won't have any difficulty in going forward. You'll only have to cut once. It's not going to have to replace the fabric. And on the emotional spiritual side, it is a sign of Osa, Oya's, interest in us, and Oya's explanations, and Oya's determination that we look for sudden positive change. And it isn't always in the next day or 2 days, isn't, that the lightning rod is going to go off and we're going to say, woo, look at that, wow. It may be that, but it may not. And if we do, that is going to repair our, or strengthen our emotional spiritual outlook. The Irosu, of course, is for our temporal everyday life. Unfortunately, the energy comes EB. You've got to be very self-conscious about just putting it in my hand here. That means it's now like this and not like this. When it gets like this, it's on path. It's balanced. We go forward. When it's like this, we have to get the other hand in, and we have to push it down, and we make it go forward. But the abodes are different. Our thinking is different, etc. And in this Odu, and in that cast, and in the subsequent ones, I think it's going to be interesting, or it should be interesting for you, to see what it is that makes the difference this week. The cast, first of all, was carried with it. The EB was Edi Osa. Edi is all about love and joy and all of the major components of Oshu, in a way that says we should be getting that kind of joy. And Osa is, as I said a few moments ago, about sudden positive change. So you look and you say, hey, okay, this is a slam dunk for, Oya, it's the offering to Oya. And that's what I began to think, because the answer was a strong no. The answer, in fact, was Irosu Meiji no. Well, that told me a whole bunch. That told me that it was erosion on the temporal everyday side, which we were not listening to. We were not in some way checking, making sure that, we measured twice or even 3 times before we went ahead and did something. Can't be too careful this week, and we can't be too careful about checking our intellectual and our moral backgrounds to see, are we rushing through this in a way that because it's worked before, or are we doing the things which are correct for today? And that, of course, severely affected the Odu, because it went from Oya with the very strong no to a Watala. And the point of all this is that if we don't do it, the area of success, which is incredibly important to all of us, is going to be in big trouble. So if you'd rather have your opportunities for success meet you at the door, see that everything works out as well as humanly possible for you, then you hopefully think about what it is, why you do this, and then you're going to take an abatla, you're going to offer a glass of cool water, and you're going to offer 1 tea candle, and shea butter. And that means that this is for soothing, this is for calming down, for taking our time, for thinking this through, and then acting. That's the missing component. There's too much rush here, and it's time to be thoughtful, contemplative, make sure when we pull the trigger, we're doing the right thing. So, a tea candle, glass of water, shea butter, and prayers to Obatala for the clarity that we need to go forward. Until next time, love and blessings.